Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
And together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Oh, I'm
Bob.
excited today, Brad. Today we're going to talk about the absolute best home workout system ever, in our opinion.
Well, it is, too. But it's my opinion. Very strong, too.
Yeah, we're going to give 7 reasons. And I know what a lot of you are going to think, because this is the Bob and Brad wall anchor that we're promoting here. You're going to say, oh, you're just trying to promote your own product. And you'd be right. Because we actually think this is the best thing, and that's why we developed it. So,
right. So it's based from 2 therapists, and we know it works great for therapy, and we use it for our personal fitness.
We use it for ourselves, and it came from a need because we saw it first in the clinic, where like we're in the clinic and you need to use stretch bands or exercise bands or exercise tubing. And you're always looking for a place to hook it up to.
Right, you're looking for a grab bar or a doorknob, and it's just always a problem.
So what we're talking about here basically is 3 anchors that you're going to purchase. Can I show those, Brad?
Sure.
You can come on over here. And so you're going to get 3 anchors, and these hook up to the wall. And why they're different just the eye bolt is because there's a whole different variations of how you can hook stuff up to it,
right,
which you can't do with an eye bolt.
Yeah, we have an eye bolt right here because this is what we used to use.
Right.
It didn't work very good.
Right. So, and I don't want to spend too much time on why this is an advantage. The other thing, and we're going to show at the end, this thing is as tough as heck.
Oh, yeah, it's a family show.
Yeah, this can handle 800 pounds of stress. So, hey, and we're going to show that at the end how that works. All right, the first thing, so the first advantage is it's relatively inexpensive, and we're going to have different variations that you maybe can buy below.
Sure.
You might be able to buy the whole kit, or you might be able to just buy the clips. I don't know what we're going to have available by the time you see this video.
Right.
So, so for like $30, you can get all the clips and a band.
He's saying clips, but he means anchors.
Anchors, right? Very good. Sorry about that. And we're going to have a deal coming up where you can actually get. You're going to get all these things. You're going to get 5 tubes, exercise tubings. You're going to get 2 handles, which you see right here. The handles which go on there. You're going to get a couple cuffs for the ankles.
Wraps around your ankles.
And you can do some legs. And this is even one, if you're taking this somewhere else and you want to go through a door, this is the old-fashioned way, you put it through a door and close the door.
Then you'll understand why we like these.
Yeah, then you will.
Okay.
All right, space. Everybody has a wall. I would say most people have a wall, don't you? So if your lack of space in the apartment or wherever you're at, you're going to have to obviously get permission from your landlord if you're in an apartment to put this into a stud. And by the way, these do need to be secured into a stud, because if you put them just into the wall,
the drywall or plaster, it's going to come out.
It's going to come out. So you got to make sure it's into a stud. And we have a video on how to show how to go ahead and put it,
and there's a pamphlet that has written instructions with clear illustrations.
So what's cool about this is once it's in place, you can actually use it to hang your coat up. And,
yeah, isn't that something?
I mean, look at this. You can actually hide it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was thinking of putting one in our entryway for that reason, but it actually, just take it out of the way, and there's you're ready to work out. So it helps with space. I know somebody mentioned it's like, well, why can't I just get dumbbells? We'll talk about that, Brad.
Well, you can, and dumbbells is a really nice way to get some exercise, but you're stuck with very limited, the weight resistance of dumbbells is vertical. If you want to work something horizontal or pull down, then you need to get a bench that inclines up or down, and that's another space taker upper, and it's another cost.
Well, plus if you're going to get dumbbells, you want to keep adding weight to it too to get resistance. Where we'll show you how you can add resistance to this. Just by doubling them or stepping away further from the wall. The other thing is you can't do latissimus dorsi strengthening. You can't strengthen the lats with dumbbells. There's just no way to do it.
Unless you hang upside down.
Yeah, if you hung upside down like a bat, you can do it, but otherwise it wouldn't work.
Not recommended though.
So the other thing I like about exercise tubing like this, a lot easier on the joints than weights. I just think they're, I hurt my elbow doing curls. I was trying to start beefing up a little bit again. And it's this one right here. And I've actually had to go to doing curls now with these. And usually what I start off with, just to show you, I usually start off with one like this, and then I go to 2. Yeah. And this is a workout. I mean, this is Brad, feel this, man.
I know, Bob. So, yeah,
No.
you can easily change
Yeah.
the resistance.
Right. So I mean, you're gonna be put to the test with these if you need to be. And what's nice again is you can start off just by warming up with one.
Sure.
And you can go to two. So I think the other thing that you can do about this, you can get some aerobic conditioning by doing, you know, the big term of the day now, or the big phrase of the day is high intensity interval training. Isn't
Right.
it, Brad? So that's training where you know, you're going to actually get your heart rate up while you're doing it. And so Brad can actually do some of that by actually adding some leg movements while he's doing it. So let's say he's working on his chest, he can actually start doing some marching or
Right.
stepping out with it at the same time. So he's working core, he's start getting his heart rate up. Yep. There's a lot of different ways you can do side steps while you're doing some postural things. Yep. I mean, these are the ones I've been incorporating already, and I like to do this one, the reverse squat, reverse lunge. I mean, I've been doing lots of these. These kind of hold. What's nice about this, it holds you in place. It gives you a little bit of balance while I'm doing it. So, and believe me, you get your heart rate up on this. It doesn't take much. I do pull downs like this while I'm doing these, so I'm getting my lats and I'm getting my core and I'm getting some strengthening that way. So
I like this one. You can work the quads, you can work the arm, and you're working the trunk all at once, Bob.
Yep. And we're going to have lots of videos coming up on how to do all these. We're today just kind of giving you a little bit of taste so you know why we're so happy about this device. The other thing is, if nothing else, if there's only one reason why you get this, is for posture.
Sure.
I mean, this is the best way to strengthen your posture. I would say take one of these and I'd go right up to your office wall at work and I'd put one in there, and every time you go by, I would just do some of these. You know, this alone is worth the price of the admission here, because you can go up, you can go down like this. You can get all the different postural muscles very quickly. You can rip off, you know, 20, 50 of these, and there's nothing like it. I mean, and you can do it from different angles too. You can go down below and work on postural muscles. So for posture alone, you can replicate sports. I think you wanted to do this one, Brad, right?
What's that?
The boxing.
Oh yeah, well, exactly. You know, from my karate background, if you want to work on your rear hand punch, and you want to get a little strength with it, well, you can work this out well. I'm going to use both of them actually here and at home. This is what I do one of my workouts. Keep the other hand up in here so you get the good habit of protecting the face. There you go. And, you know, actually you can work it with both hands. You can throw that jab in there, that rear hand punch, boom, 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 boom. And you can get some footwork in there, boom, 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 uppercut.
Look at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's fun.
The other thing is you can actually work on, you know, your tennis swing. I mean, you can do backhand forearms.
Sure.
You can do your forearm. You can do, I mean, you can do basketball. You can do any sport I can think of. Golf, you could come around like this.
And if there's therapists watching us, I'm sure they're saying, oh, man, you can actually just do your simple therapeutic rotator cuff strengthening exercises wonderfully. And
for shoulder, you know, like we got 10 exercises you should do for your shoulder. You're going to want to use the band for that.
Sure.
The other thing I like, Brad, you know, I first put this up in our bedroom, and my wife just complained like you won't believe. What are you doing, putting that into our walls? Now she uses it every day. She's like, I would have gotten a gym membership if I wouldn't be for this. She loves this one. She comes up and she does this one, and of course this works on the underside of the arm. So if you got
triceps,
if you got that arm that keeps waving after you're done waving, what do they call that? The teacher's arm, I think somebody called it.
Sure.
So, but she sits down and she just does these.
Sure.
And she loves doing these. She does lots of these, and it gets her lats and it gets her underneath her arm.
Yep.
But I mean, the thing is, what she likes about it too, Brad, it's a reminder. Every time she walks by, we just leave this hanging like that. Just goes, oh, and she'll rip off some of them. You know, I mean, it's just a daily reminder to improve your posture. You're going to do the leg one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a nice strap. Looks like this. It's a Velcro. You just put it around your ankle. You very easily put it in here like this, and then you can start working that hip. And I'm working some balances. I want to give me my balance pull, Bob.
Oh, sure.
Because, you know, if you're starting out, this is going to be tough. I started out with using the pole, and I'm going to work this way. And you want to get those hips. You know, a lot of people want that hip to be strengthened for balance. You know, therapists, we want to do it for gait and good balance. You know, some people want to
ladies like to, and men maybe want to have a little better looking posterior.
Sure,
right?
that buttocks area.
Yep.
And you're working balance as well. And boy, Bob, can you do something? I'm getting tired.
Yeah, okay, I'll jump in. Okay, the next thing we're going to show you is that this thing actually is really tough. And Brad, you're the one that seems to know how to do this pretty well, right?
I love it.
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and have you go ahead and here, you want to take this?
Yep.
So I'm going to take this out and get this out of the way. And Brad's going to use the stretch out strap to show you how tough this thing really is.
I'm not tall enough to put that up.
Oh, that's right.
So when you mount these are mounted for Bob's height. I would mount these a little bit lower so I could easily work on it.
Yeah, what we do is we generally have you put it just a little bit above your wrist so that you can hook these up. So we have instructions on how to do that. So Brad's going to show.
So just to show, as long as it's mounted properly into a stud, just like we show in the directions, just like we show in the video, you got it into a stud here, and you can very nicely hold on it. Now, this is not an exercise by any means. It's strictly a demonstration of how well these can hold up in there.
And we did a video where Brad and I both hung on it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's strong. It's not going to go anywhere if you get it into the studs. So, all right, enough of our commercial. But we really are excited about. We really love using it ourselves. Our wives love using it. So we think you're going to like it too.
It's a wonderful, wonderful product, Bob.
It's a wonderful life. Thanks for watching.